Good morning, everyone. No one's on yet. I know that because I can see no one's there, but I just logged on literally. So, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. Let's just wait and see. Here we go. First one, Angie. Angie's the first one on today. Good morning, Angie. Thanks for being here. It is Tuesday. It's the first workout, 60 up workout of the week, and I hope you're doing fantastic. It says I could bring you on camera if I wanted to. We could do that and suddenly be, oh, what's happening? Hey, Jen, good to see you here. Thanks so much. Hope you had a great weekend. Everybody, I hope you had a great weekend. Pat is in. Pat's in the house. And I hope you're doing, I hope you're doing great, Pat. And had a good weekend as well. We're back into the week. It's Tuesday, terrific Tuesday. Debbie, good to see you here as well. Thanks for being here. Jessica Jones is in the house. She just logged on. Hi, Jessica. Hope you're doing well. And welcome all the way from up north. Rosa, good morning, Rosa. Hope you're doing great. It's again the beginning of another amazing week. It's not the beginning, but I look at it and say we went from Tuesday to Tuesday. It's the beginning of the week. So every day is a good chance to reignite or kick in even better the week ahead. Jessica said, good morning to everyone. Glad to see you too, Rosa. Thanks for being here. Today's workout is very simple. What I've decided to do today is go back. Good morning, Kirk. We're going to do today is go back to a very basic workout to integrate the feeling from the toes all the way back up the body again. Very simple, but it's going to be a constant moving class. There's not really going to be any stopping. It's not a hard workout, but it is a focused workout. Yesterday, I was fortunate enough to go down and do a demonstration down in Los Angeles. And it was really interesting me getting back in with people that had never been on the board before, because now I'm so used to you, ladies and gentlemen, being so used to the board and jumping in and doing things. And it reminded me that we constantly have new people starting up and not knowing the board. So I want to go back to a basic workout, but trust me, if you've been doing this for a year, this is still a great workout to do, because I was doing some of the things yesterday and saying I need to reintroduce those or have more of a flow so it's a constant workout without jumping around. So today, very simple workout, very specific, and I guarantee it won't have you tied up. You won't be left wondering who's with you. It's me, and we're going to work out together. It's great. And if anybody else joins in, it always adds to the fun. So just going back through here, Ginny, nice to see you here, Ginny. Now, is Laughing House your last name? Because I love that name. I think it's a beautiful name. I love that. Anything with the word laughing or happiness, it reminds me of that. The best times in our life are when we laugh with people. So I love that. My mother's maiden name was Red House, so it's nice to see house at the end there as well. Bob, good morning, Bob. And Bob said hi to everybody else as well, so that's great to see you here. Craig, hi, good to see you. Termay, hope you're feeling good this morning. Autumn, welcome back. It is autumn. It's awesome. And Termay, you're recovering from an injury, so this basic workout would be perfect right now. So I'm sorry that you're recovering from an injury, but I hope you're doing something fun when you got injured, because it's better to do that than do something bad. And getting injured is terrible anyway, but a little bit of pain sometimes reminds you of the pleasure as well. So hope you're doing well. Anyway, my message for today, very simple. It's honesty. Now, I've trained so many professional athletes or youth athletes that have gone on to college. And I've always said to them, who is the best coach you've ever had? And they turn around and say, well, Dan, it's you. And they think I'm being egotistical because I want to hear, oh, I'm the best coach you ever had. I said, no, if I'm the best teacher you've ever had, it's because you could learn and you become an expert. Who's the best coach you've ever had at a youth level? And I tell them it's you. You're the best coach because you know the truth. You know what's really going on. I can be a teacher, but you might be able to fake out a couple of times like you're really tired. The truth is you just don't want to do the work. But you know inside. So the best coach you'll ever have when it comes to honesty is yourself. You know, if someone hits a shot in a game or a basket and they were lucky and it goes in, everyone celebrates, but you know it was luck, or it wasn't what you really wanted it to happen, you better go back and practice, because you can celebrate the luck, but as we know, the truth and honesty will help you continue to have success. So Message for today, be honest with yourself. If you are pushing it too hard, back off. If you are not committed enough and you're complaining you're not getting the results, but the truth is you know you're not really putting the focus or work in, be honest with yourself, because you can't pretend we really know the truth. And so be honest. And honesty is also congratulatory. So if you've been doing great, be honest with yourself. I've been doing great. I'm really feeling the results. I want more, but I'm committed. I'm doing everything I need to be. So honesty is the truth of our future. So treat yourself with love and respect. And also, if you want the results, know that what you're doing is really what you're doing. Okay, just going back from here. Carol, great to see you here, Carol, as well. Always Virginia, lovely to see you here. Thanks so much for being here as well. And hopefully you'll enjoy this workout. Again, it's a beginner's workout today, but I shouldn't even call it beginners, I should call it basic, because don't get fooled. All these movements are things we do every day. When I was playing the piano, I used to play the piano, my teacher would always have me do the scales. And I'll say, well, I can do the scales, I want to play something great, but the foundation was always the finger work of doing your scales. And so it's the same thing here. Don't think I need something tougher. Be great at the basics, and the tougher things come more naturally. Diana, good morning. Lovely to see you here as well. And Vicky, I don't know whether you're going to be working out with us or doing it later, but great to see you here, Vicky. Chad, good morning, Chad. Hopefully you're making it. And if not, then don't worry about that. We're going to, you can always go back and watch this on YouTube later, or on Facebook. It'll get posted as well. But hopefully you're here, Chad. And hope everything went well with the operation you went in for as well. And Carol, glad to be back, glad to have you back. So with that being said, you'll notice today I have no music on. That's very specific. I didn't want to put music on today because I want to really go through an education as we did last Tuesday and get you thinking rather than distracted. It also helps me stay focused. So I'm going to be talking a lot, explaining a lot of things. But with that being said, let's get on with the workout. Deborah just joined in. Perfect timing, Deborah. Here we go. Okay, you'll notice I have a chair with me here. Make sure from now on Tuesdays you bring a chair with you as well. Always have a chair available, because I'd like to do some workouts. We probably won't do them today in case you don't have a chair with you, but I'd like to do workouts that you could do if you were sitting down or not feeling comfortable. And I've got my gloves on. Okay, so here we go. All we're going to do to begin with is toe pushes. Right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to push on my right toe and bring my heel up. So I'm just bringing my heels up. If I'm doing it from the side, you'll see I'm just doing this. All right, so we're just starting off, and I want you to think, push into your toes. You'll feel it in your calf muscle, but all we're doing is we're loosening up the joints of the foot to the toe and beginning to get that strength in. Just nice and easy pushing through. I've got a total of 13 exercises today. So we're going to go through these relatively quickly. Everyone leads to the next one. So this is part of our warm-up. So again, now I want you to push and hold, and push and hold, and push and hold, and push and hold, and push and hold, push and hold. Two more. Push down, lift the heel up on the right, toe stays on the ground, and the left. There you go, good. Just shake those legs out a little bit. Now take the right ankle and just roll it around. My toe stays on the ground. I'm thinking of stretching the outside of my ankle, the inside of my ankle. And the best way to do this is just have that knee rolling in a circle, but keep the toes on the floor. Let's change leg. Just roll that knee. Oh, I felt my ankle crack a little bit on there. It feels good though, because obviously there was a little bit of tightness. It could have been a little bit of scar tissue or a tightness in there that just got the nerves or the ligaments just loosened up. Two more, and good. Shake your legs out again, just nice and easy. And again, remember, try and keep the board in the middle. Now what I want you to do is lift your right foot slightly off the floor and balance. Take it down, left foot off the floor, slightly balance. Right foot off the floor, slightly balanced. And what we're doing, and you'll notice, if you have your knee very slightly bent on the leg on the floor, notice how you're beginning to feel your foot's doing this a little bit, and you're feeling that pressure point in here. There you go, good. Little pressure points, the inside of the foot, the outside of the foot, the ball of the foot, the heel of the foot, and change. Good, and come back to both feet on the ground. Now we're going to do the same thing again, but this time we are going to push on the pressure point. So lift your left foot up, push on your heel, and you'll notice your butt will go back. Push on your toe forward, you'll notice your heel feels like it wants to come off. Now push on your little toe, now push on your big toe, come back to the middle, change feet. Slightly lift up the right foot, heel, push back on the heel, you feel like your toe wants to come up. Now push onto the ball of your foot, you'll feel like the heel wants to come off, but it stays on the ground. You're just putting the pressure. Now press on the little toe, keeping that balance, and now push on the big toe. And a way to do that again is think, push my knee, push my knee. One more time. So I'm on my right foot, push the knee back, you'll feel on the heel. Push the knee forward, you'll feel on the toe. Push the knee to the outside, you'll feel the little toe. Push to the knee to the inside, you'll feel the big toe. Come back to the middle and down. So simple, and we're engaging those pressure points. Good. Left foot, push the knee back, feel your weight on your heel. Push your knee forward, feel the weight on your toe. Push the knee to the outside slightly and you'll feel it on your little toe. Push the knee to the inside, and the whole time, come back to the middle. You're working on your balance and you'll feel those pressure points. Now, just shake those legs out again. Now we're going to come back to center. Are you ready? Lift the right foot. I want it to come up next to the knee and try and hold that balance point. Change. Right foot comes down, left foot comes up to the knee. Feel that balance. Feel those pressure points in your feet. Now bring the right foot up to the left knee. Hold those pressure points. Again, feeling your toes working. Push down. Bring the left knee up to your left ankle up to your right knee. Good, and bring it down. Now we're going to do two more with a little bit more of a challenge now. Because we're getting warmed up. The body goes, I'm feeling the pressure points. Bring your right foot up to your left knee. Now, keep the board balanced. Take your right hand and put it above you. And if you curve your arm, you'll look like a ballet dancer. And bring it back down. Let's take the left foot, bring it up to the right knee. Keep hold with the right hand. Take the left hand up. Feel that balance. And bring it back down. Good. Let's just march out. So again, we've woken up the pressure points in our feet, which are our stabilizing messengers going from the brain to the feet and the feet to the brain. Okay, come to a standstill now. This is for people that have drop foot or have lack of mobility, neuropathy going on in the lower segments. What I want you to do is just pull your toes up and push against the top of your shoes. So it's down. If I did this, and see if I can go in here and here, all I'm doing is I'm pulling my toe, my foot stays flat, and I don't know if you can see my toes moving inside my shoes, but I'm just pushing my toes up against the shoes. And rest it down for a second, just because you may have been doing it while I was demonstrating. And here we go again. Pull your toes against the shoes and down. Toes, so we're strengthening the top of the toes. We spend a lot of time pushing into the ground, but let's get that strength of those toes coming up. Now, if you have neuropathy and you can't really move those toes, or they feel like rocks inside you, connected to your feet, just get your brain thinking of it. Even if they're not moving, let's get that messaging going all the way from your brain to your toes. There you go, good. And last one, and relax it down. Shake those feet out again. Now what I want you to do is step up on one and just rock the board side to side. And again, you'll feel this very relaxed. It feels like an easy movement, but yesterday when I was training people, even this was a little, it challenged their body. So let me explain it this way. If it's challenging their body, then even if we're good at it, our body's still working. Even if it still seems simple or easy for us, obviously the body's still working. We're just at a level higher than the challenge, but we still need to have those basics. Now, try and find your balance in here. And when you found your balance, I want you to pull those toes back up again. Your toes, don't put your weight on your heels. What I want you to think of is just, can I curl my toes up against the top of my shoe and down? up against the top of my shoe and down while I'm balancing. My knees are very slightly bent. So what we're doing here is we're engaging the pressure points of balance and at the same time strengthening the toes and creating a mobility in there, because we know mobility will allow us to gain more strength. Good. Now what I want you to do is go up on your toes and down. And up on your toes and down. And up on your toes and down. Good. Now just rock side to side. This is the last part of the exercise. Again, engaging the toes so we begin to feel, get the messaging from the furthest part, cerebellum, down to the front of the toes and back up again is what's happening. But now we're going to combine the two to strengthen and loosen and gain that mobility in the toes. So what we do is kind of find your balance. And even if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. Now what I want you to do is pull your toes up in your shoes. So you're pressing, now go up on your toes. Come back on your heels, lift the toes inside your shoes. The bottom of your foot is still on the board, and then go back up on your toes. We've got 3 more to go. Keep your balance. Toes lift in the shoes. Now go up on your toes. Come back down. Toes go up on the shoes. Now go up on your toes. And last one, bring those toes up and push on the front. Bring those knees forward. Even if you can't go up on your toes, just bring those knees forward so you can feel the pressure going on those toes. Good job. And step back off. Okay, that's excellent. Very, very simple. What I want you to do is get a very quick drink of water, because even though this is simple, we want to make sure we're hydrating. Okay. We're going to do a new exercise today that's about pressure points and making sure that we can control a slide in our foot. We want to have pressure on a slide. So the first thing I want you to do, and I'm going to turn the board sideways. What I want you to do is just tap the back of the board, keep the foot at the same height and lift the foot up and bring it down. So we're making like a back circle into here. We touch and we circle it back. So we're going to go right foot only. All right, join in with me. You can stay facing me, but tap the back of the board, lift the knee and take the foot back and down. So it's a reverse circle. So it's in here and back. Tap the board, lift the foot, bring it round and down. Tap the board, lift the knee, back and down. 2 more. Tap the board, lift the knee, back and down. Tap the board, lift the knee, back and down. I'm going to turn forward. Let's do it on your left foot. Are you ready? And tap the board, lift the knee, take it back and down. Tap the board, lift the knee, back and down. Now, tap the board. Now, you want to try and keep your foot the same height so we're controlling the angle of the foot. Great if you've got drop foot. Let's go again. Just trying to think, pull, try and keep that toe at the same height. We're not even lifting the toe up. We're just seeing, can we maintain with dynamic tension, squeezing the muscles controlling the front of the ankle, and just up and down. Let's go 2 more. Up, lift, circle, back and down. And last one, tap, lift, circle and down. This is also great for hip flexors and for rotation in the hip. We're used to walking forward, so we're always taking our hip movement forward. What we're doing is by going backwards, we're just loosening up the hip in the opposite direction. Okay, next exercise, and we're doing great. This is the new one. What I want you to do is tap the back of the board, lift the foot, now lift the toe. Now bring your heel down on the edge of the board and drag your foot back. Watch one more time. So I'm going to tap the back of the board, I'm going to lift my knee, I'm going to push my heel to the edge, I'm going to drag my foot along the edge of the board and back down. So this one, I was thinking it's like when you get dog poop stuck on the bottom of your shoe and you're scraping it off on the side of the stone or something. That's the idea, but the reason I'm doing this is the toe is up, the heel's down, I'm going to slide my foot, so I'm learning to control pressure points and balance while I'm changing my foot angle, but there has to be pressure on the foot. So I'm really controlling. This is a much harder exercise than people would look at and think about. The good news about this one is you don't have to have a dog to do this one. Okay, here we go. Tap the back of the board, lift the foot, now push the heel down. So the sole of your foot. Now touch the heel on the back, drag the foot and bring it back down. Again, it's the poop scraper. So back of the board, lift your left foot. Now push the heel down, toe up, so we're at this angle. Feel the heel touch the board, drag it back and put it on the ground. A little bit faster now. Back, lift, heel, touch, drag, scrape, off. Back of the board, lift the knee, heel, toe up, touch the board, back, scrape and off. And again, back of the board, lift, put the toe up, let the heel touch, scrape that poop off the bottom of your shoe, and back of the board, lift the knee, push the heel down, touch, scrape, and down. Now this is one of the things that I want you to evaluate in here. As you're on the board and you're scraping, is you putting too much pressure on and that's causing the board to rock? Or am I scraping but taking my foot off and not really scraping? Which the whole idea is to keep pressure all the way through the foot until it's down, all the way through the foot until it's down, all the way through the foot until it's down, because then I'm able to control my pressure perfectly while I'm in balance and not falling off. So we're now going to go just to the end part, which I just did. Are you ready? We're going to do 8 of these, 4 each side, alternating right, left, right, left. Are you ready? Put the heel on the board, scrape it off. That's 1. Left foot. Heel on the board, scrape it off. That's 2. Right foot, 3. Left foot, 4. Right foot, 5. Left foot, 6. Right foot, 7. And left foot, 8. And that's the end of that exercise, but I think it's such a critical. I was practicing some of these last night, coming up with new ideas. And when I first tried it, I realized that my pressure point was changing. I wasn't able to maintain it. And that's why it's such a good exercise, because it helps us maintain control and pressure points while we're stable, much harder than we would normally do in real life, unless you're walking down the street and stepping. Anyway, I will move on from there. Okay, next thing we want to do, let's just go to the tapping one-on-one. Very simple. Now, what I want you to feel in here, especially if you're advanced or you've been doing this with me for a while, see if you can put your finger on top of the pole. If not, if you're not comfortable, hold on. But can you put your fingers right on the top and have such a light pressure that the board doesn't rock? There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is on the right foot, go 1, 2, left foot, 1, 2. Same fingers on top if you've got good balance, if not, hold on. So right foot, 1, 2, down, left foot, 1, 2, down, right foot, 1, 2, down, left foot, 1, 2, down. Now we're gonna slow this down because it's gonna force your balance. Are you ready? We go tap 1, tap 2, and down. Left foot, tap 1, tap 2, and down. Right foot, tap 1, tap 2, and down. Left foot, tap 1, tap 2, and down. Now we're going to move this on. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 down. Are you ready? The only difference is bend your knees. Now stay in a slightly semi-squat, which means you have to lift your leg a little higher and have more strength training now in the leg that stays on the ground. If you're not ready for that, stay more upright. But if you want the challenge, small squat. Here we go. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, and left foot. 1, 2, 3, and down. I've got my fingers 1, so I can just feel the lightest pressure, and down. 1, 2, 3, down. One more time each side. 2, 3. Last time left side. I'm still in that squat position. Through a knee bent position and down. Very good. Just to recover, go up on both toes, but you're not going up. If you look, all I'm doing, I'm pushing my knees forward into here. I'm not going up. I'm just rocking to loosen the bottom of my feet up. There you go. So just push those knees forward and feel those toes going forward. There you go. Good. So the last one we're going to do now is we're going to do the crossover to get your body used to a foot. So if I'm going down the street and I want to cross over and go this way, all we're going to do is tap on the opposite two sides. So my right foot is going to go to the left two. Are you ready? And 2, change feet left, 2, change feet, 2. And again, I just demonstrated, it would be like I'm crossing over my feet to step in a new direction, but the foot that's staying on the ground is getting used to my weight transference going across. There you go, good. Let's go 2 more, and 1 more, and last part. Good, very good. So again, recreating the moment in here, if I'm just going to step across and go this way, instead of turning out, I'm just going to cross my foot off and turn. That's what we're working on here. Just getting that balance ready to cross. So in real life, I go like this and I'm able to go. You'll notice that as you cross your foot, the foot that's on the ground, my left foot, you'll feel the pressure on your little toe. So as I say little toe, no different than as I go here, I'm putting my pressure as I cross. My left foot is on my little toe. So I'm gaining that strength, critical for movement and safety in movement. Okay, next one we're going to do. Oh, get some water. Make sure you get that water. I've got to stop and get it. I could feel this isn't the hardest workout, but it's a real mental focus workout. Always good. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, and again, feel free at the end of this workout to ask me any questions, or if you're struggling on exercise, stop and put the question now. I'll scroll back and I can address it if needs be. Next exercise, put your right foot on number 2, step up, lift your foot, bring it back down, change sides. Very simple. So for those of you that are advanced and want to, hold on with just the hand closest to the foot stepping. So I can go here, I swap, I'm here, I swap. For those of you that want to hold on, obviously for safety, and safety is always first, I want you to think we're going to combine an exercise in here now to strengthen up. So for those of you that want to stay on this exercise, do. And then for those of you that want to take one hand off, feel solid and safe doing it here. There you go. Now we're going to change this up. We're going to step on the 2, lift the leg, step behind and down. We're going to stay on the right foot. So I step up on 2, lift, down, behind. 2, up. And what we're working on here is looseness in the hip and the ability. Think about going up a spiral staircase. I would have to step here to come around. So I'm here, across, up, and you'll notice your knee comes across in front of the pole. If you're advanced, you can try and do it with just one hand holding on, but safety is always first. So get the feeling in your body before you go to the one hand. Feel that strength. Good. And last one on the right, here, across, and down. Let's side step across to this side. Now step up with your left foot. Bring your right knee across. Bring it behind and down. Up, across, back, and down. And you should really feel in here how you're working that hip joint. The hip flexor comes into play. You've got the inside part of the groin that's working the inside part of the thigh and the groin, which is bringing your leg across. So we're strengthening across into here. And you've also got the leg you're standing on. The hip is swiveling as well. So we're strengthening and creating a mobilization effect. Again, for real life, if we were walking a spiral staircase or we're going up and we have to step and cross over something, and imagine how easy this would now be if we were just going straight. One more on the left. Step, twist, down. Now come back to the center. All I want you to do is step on 1, lift the knee, come back. 1, lift the knee, come back. Step up, lift the knee, come back. Step up, lift the knee, come back. And see how much simpler this feels than the one that we were just doing crossing over. Well, this is the motion of just walking up steps. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk 4 times on the board and step down. So it goes like this. Follow with me. 1, lift, 2, lift, 3, lift, 4, lift, step back. Now we'll start with the left foot. 1, lift, 1, lift, 1, lift, 1. Now step back. Now we'll start with the right foot. 1, lift, 1, lift, 1, lift, 1, lift, step back. And last one, left foot. 1, lift. As if you were pushing, walking up a staircase, and step back. Great stuff. So that is the first, I think we just did a combined total of 7 exercises with little pieces in between explaining what we're doing and why we're doing it. So the next one I want you to do now is step up on 2 and 2, and we're just going to rock side to side. There you go, just rocking side to side. I'm just checking the clock here because we're going to do a little timed run in here. We did this yesterday, and the people that I was helping first time on the board thought this was amazing because it helps speed up the foot movement, no impact. And we're going to be doing this now for 30 seconds at a time. So keep rocking 2 to 2. I'm just going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to go to 1 to 1. Keep rocking on 2 and 2. And we're just going to keep our little foot movement in here. You ready? And bring your feet to 1 and 1. Now let's just go on a little faster pace. You can either do it just by lifting your heels up. So I'm literally just doing this with my heels. Or you can go into a little bit of a foot lift and a soft placement back on the board. We're creating that movement ability of faster feet. If you want to go faster, go faster. The heart rate's coming back up. Good job. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go back to 2 and 2. Here we go. Just rocking 2 and 2 again. You got it. Whew. It's funny how you get to a certain point and your heart rate suddenly goes up. You felt really good, and then suddenly you find you're breathing that little bit heavier. Great for oxygenization. Getting oxygen into your body. Here we go. Same thing again. Are you ready? I was trying to say oxygenating your body, getting the red blood cells in there so you can go back and feed the cells in your body and get yourself fitter and stronger. We've just got 30 seconds here. So there's 15 seconds to go. We're halfway. If you just want to walk nice and quick in here, or even nice and slow because you're not yet stable, that's great. Again, be honest with yourself. Don't push it above what you can do, but at the same time, if you can do a little more, be your best coach. Good, and step back to 2 and 2. Now what I want you to do is push your butt back and go into a little squat. Now keep the squat and push side to side. There you go, just pushing side to side. You got it. And we got 10 seconds left. And again, the reason we're in the squat is we're now engaging the quad muscles, the top of the leg muscles, and keep your abs tight in here as we're going. Here we go. We're going back to 1 and 1, little bit of a run. So again, when you go into a very slight squat, as we were just doing, and pushing side to side, you're really keeping those muscles engaged, because even when you push on one side, because you're in a squat position, the leg that doesn't have the pressure is still tight in there, because you've got to hold and maintain that squat position. But the leg that you're leaning onto obviously is doing even more work. Very strong, good. Last one we want to do now, come to 2 and 2. Push the butt out, try and keep that balance. Butts out and go into a little squat and stand back up. And squat and stand back up. And you're sitting back into a chair and stand back up. You're beginning to sit into a chair and stand back up. You're beginning to sit into a chair and stand back up. Very good. So that's another exercise that we did. We're going to get a quick drink of water because we just increased our cardio and foot movement. So step back off of the board nice and safely. Grab your water. We're going to go on to another exercise now, which again I did yesterday. It's increasing rotation in the hip. It's feeling pressure points for turning as if you got out of a chair and you want to turn. And it's just increasing, again, the ability of movement when you're changing your foot. So, next exercise. We're going to step up on 2 and 2. And every time you rock, just the right foot is going to move. I'll tell you when to start. I'm just demonstrating. We have 4 points. So you've got the front point. You have the about 30-degree point. We have the 60-degree point. And we have the 90-degree point. If you notice, my left leg is not moving at all. So here we go. Are you ready? Let's start. Right foot is facing forward. Now push. Now turn your right foot to face about 30 degrees. Lift your right foot. Go to 60 degrees. Lift your right foot. Go to 90 degrees. Now bring it all the way to the front. Now rock. We're going to go to the left foot. Are you ready? And left foot faces the front. Now lift it 30 degrees. Now lift it 60 degrees. And now 90 degrees all the way here. And bring it back to the front. Right foot forward. Next one's 30 degrees. Here. Now 60 degrees. Now 90 degrees. And bring it back to the front. Left foot. Front. Now lift it 30 degrees. Now lift it 60 degrees. Now lift it 90 degrees. Bring it back to the front. Right foot. Front. And lift 30. Lift 60. Lift 90. Last one on the left foot. Are you ready? Facing front. Now turn the left foot slightly. Now turn the left foot more. Now turn the left foot 90 degrees and bring it back to the front. Okay, so you get the idea of the exercise. Really good for pressure point training. Really good for loosening up the hips and getting one foot used to turning and taking weight. So we're going to increase this the last time. Let me show you one time on the right. So I lift, I push. I lift, I push. I turn the right foot, I lift. I turn the right foot, I lift. I come back to the front. So now what we're doing, and the difference is, as I push on the right, I'm going to put all my weight on the right foot and push back. I'm going to take all my weight on the right foot and push back as my foot changes. Are you ready? We'll go through this slower because I want you to be successful and not feel like you're trying to keep up. Okay, here we go. Push on the right, lift the left. Lift the right and turn the foot. Place it 30 degrees. Now lift the left. Now lift the right foot, turn it 60 degrees. Lift the left. Lift the right foot, turn it 90 degrees so it's facing the side, lift. Now lift the foot back to the front and let's rock. Very good. If you found that comfortable, fantastic. If it's not, go slowly. Don't lift the back leg. Just feel the pressure points on the foot that's turning its direction. Here we go. Now push on the left, lift the right. Now lift the left and turn it 30 degrees, lift the right foot. Lift the left foot, turn it 60 degrees, lift the right foot. Turn the left, put it 90 degrees, lift. Now bring it back to the front. Let's go straight to the right. Lift the left foot, lift the right foot and turn it. Lift the left foot, lift the right foot and turn it. Lift the left foot, lift the right foot. Now all 90 degrees across, push. We're back now. Bring the right foot back to front and left foot. Push on the left, lift the right. Turn the left, lift the right. Turn the left, lift the right. And last one, turn the left 90 degrees, lift the right, bring it back, and let's just rock. So again, very simple exercise, but you're in control of your foot movement, you're in control of your balance, you're in control of changing direction that you could be going, and you're also strengthening the leg to be able to take that pressure or that weight when you're turning direction. So I'm excited. As we're rocking here, we brought in a new trainer. I'm really excited. I'm going to be talking with her today. We may have a class this Friday as an intro. I'll let you know. We'll let you know on here. But definitely next Monday is going to be the launch of the new trainer. I'm not going to say who it is. She's fantastic. But we're going to start doing workouts incorporating the board and the floor. So moving the board out the way, bringing the board in, moving the board out the way, bring it in so we can start integrating real life movement and actual activities, incorporating the board and then going into real life movements. So I'm very excited to have her. Her name is Debbie, but I'm not going to give you more than that. There's a lot of Debbies in this world, some beautiful Debbies that come and join us in class here. So Debbie's going to be our new trainer coming and working with myself and with Kathy as well. Okay, what I want you to do now is turn your knee in. So my right foot comes in and goes out. Let's just do this motion, right? My weight is on my left, and all I'm doing is I'm turning my knee in and out. We're strengthening up the inside of the hip. You'll feel the groin working. All my weight is on my left foot, but I keep my right heel on the board, and I'm just turning the knee in. So we strengthen the hip on the inside. Good, let's push across to the right. Turn the knee in and out, in, out. My left heel stays on the board, and I'm just twisting it in as if I'm going into that, turning. The reason I came up with this exercise is because of Henry and Charles. Good, push on the left, and all I'm doing is I'm twisting my leg because they have an issue where the foot turns out. It constantly turns out. So we want to have it where we train the opposite way so the muscle gets used to being able to control in and then out as well. Here we go. Are you ready? In, in, in. And again, think of twisting the knee. Don't twist the foot, twist the knee. We don't want to put the pressure on the knee by twisting the foot. Just let the leg naturally turn in. Okay, good. Now push back on the right. Now we're going to go a little bit bigger. Go in, middle, out, middle, in, middle, out, middle, in, middle, out, middle. All we're doing again is loosening up that hip and getting the foot to slightly lift as the knee turns. So I turn my knee out, I lift my foot, I turn my knee front, I lift my foot, I turn my knee in, I lift my foot, middle, lift, out, lift, in, lift. So we're constantly going in here. There you go. Come back to the middle. Let's go to the left leg. We go in, knee middle, knee out. In, middle, out, and in, middle, out, and in, middle, out, middle. Tap, 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 tap. Last one. There you go. Good. And just rock it side to side. Last exercise we're going to be going on to here. I'm going to now take your right heel, put it on number 2, and put your toe level with number 3. So my foot, instead of being front, is at an angle. Push down. Now take your right foot. Heel on number 2, left foot. Heel on number 2, toe near number 3. So we're at like a 245-degree angle. And all I want you to do is just rock and think of pushing your knee and look down and check. My knee is going over my toe. My knee is going over my toe. So check what's going on. And I'm just pushing. So again, I'm strengthening up. You'll feel it. You're strengthening up both the inside part of your groin, nice and relaxed, not pushing it hard, but also the strength of the leg to be at a very slight off angle and still be strong. There you go. Good. Now come to the middle. See if you can find that balance. Again, keep your toes in alignment between 2 and 3 and make sure your knees are pointing the same way as your toes go. Now, just a little small knee bend and stand back up. And small little knee bend and stand back up. And small little knee bend and stand back up. And think of dropping your butt straight down between the legs. And come and stand back up. Good. Push on the left foot, turn the right foot forward on number 2. Push on the right foot, turn the left foot forward on number 2. And let's just rock it out. Very good. All right, we've only got a couple more exercises to do, and you've done fantastic today. This is a very simple workout, but I want you to think of the effectiveness that we've had today of pressure point changing, of being able to feel what's happening, changing your foot angles and having your legs strong in whichever angle that leg is going. And again, looking at real life movement to now go into real life objects, or what used to be a stumbling block now becomes a comfortable action. Good. Step back off of the board. What I want you to do, grab a quick mouthful of water. It's funny, we forget about water and drinking when we're working out, yet when we do, we're like, oh, I really needed that. That was great. So what I want you to do now, you're going to turn sideways and you're going to take your foot and put it right in the middle of the board. So the arch of my foot is right in the middle of that red mark. If you want to hold on with both hands, you can. Both feet are coming up on the board. Or you can just move, you can put both hands on the front if you want. If you feel unstable, hold on with both handles. If you feel comfortable, you can hold on with one. Now what I want you to do is just rock forward and backwards. Notice my body is not moving. I push with my heels, I push with my toes. I push with my heels, I push with my toes. And I'm just working, my knees are very slightly bent, and I'm working pressure point forward and back. Now what I wanted you to do is from the back, lift your right leg, step it forward, bring the left foot, now bring the right foot back to the middle, now take the right foot back, middle. So if you look, we're just taking small steps, and again, safety is always first. If you want two hands, you can just step in here. And all we're doing is walking to the middle, walking over the middle, walking to the middle, walking back, walking to the middle, walking back. There you go. And again, keep that body centered. What you're working on here is the ability for the surface to slightly change. I feel like I'm falling forward, but I'm strengthening up my heels when it's back, so I push forward, and I strengthen up my push back from the front of my toes if I was falling forward. So look, I'm about to fall forward, I push back. I'm about to fall backwards, I dig my heels in and I push myself forward. I'm falling forward, I push myself back. Now, doing this exercise, don't try and fall forward. We're just working on the ability to walk and have strength in the feet, that if I'm feeling off balance, and often this will happen before you even realize the brain's connecting and correcting what's happening, because again, you're feeling it before you're realizing it. Okay, come back to the middle. We worked with the left foot going forward first. Sorry, right foot forward first. We always want to make sure that we're working on both sides. So take your left foot forward first, right foot joins, and we're just going to go through this a little bit because again, we want to make sure whichever foot is leading, we're strong enough to be able to correct what's going on there. There you go, good. Small little steps, just enough to make the board begin to change direction. We've got about 10 seconds left on this one. So we go middle, falling forward, push back. Leaning backwards, push forward. Leaning forwards on my feet, push back. Good, you're doing fantastic. Here we go. 3 seconds. And come to a rest. All right, what I want you to do is here, step off of the board and grab a quick drink of water. We're going to work again on strengthening up to go to the ground. Now, last week, one gentleman had a hard time getting back up off of the floor again. And I want to make sure that we work on this, that as we go, you have the strength. So we're going to work on this for about a minute and a half, just working on your strength. So the first thing I want you to do is just bend your knees, push, and then try and do a little jump. So it's really small. Again, don't think of jumping high. It's just enough to get those toes off. So I go bend, up, and a little push. Bend, up, and a little push. The reason, or this is a great little exercise for osteoporosis. Don't jump high, just enough that you feel, if I do this, my feet aren't even really coming off the ground, but it's enough just to get that little explosive motion at the top. There you go, let's go 2 more. Now, the reason I'm doing this exercise is if you can get that ability to have an explosive motion in the top part, you're strengthening the legs, that I'm not going here and just stopping. I'm developing the strength of going to here and pushing through the movement. So that's why I wanted to introduce this one today. Now, take your right foot back. So again, if I'm looking from the side, I'm behind me, my heel is off the ground, my toes on the ground. I'm just going to bend, come back up, bring your feet together, change, lunge, bring your feet, here we go, good. Here, push up, and go back, slight bend, push up. Go back, push up, left foot back, bending my knees, And I'm bending my knees, my body weight leans forward, but I'm really going down between both my legs. So I'm here, down. Last two, we go here and up and back and up. So those are two motions that are the end part of getting back up. What I want you to do is do a couple of butt kickers in here, just to loosen those thighs up. We're stretching the front of the thigh as we're doing that. There you go, good. Now the next thing I want you to do is we're gonna, and again, only go as far as you can go. If you don't feel comfortable, use the poles to pull you back up before you get uncomfortable. But for those that can do it, take your right foot back, come down. Now push hard. So as soon as you feel that knee tap, you're gonna push straight back up again. So I'm here, I go down, my left knee taps, I come straight back up. I go to my right foot, goes back, I come down, I feel the carpet, I push back up. Or on here, obviously I've got tile. Go back, bend your knee, tap the ground, come back up. And last one each side. Here, tap, bend the knee, come back up. And again, use those arms and those feet to push up with that explosive motion. So I'm here, push quickly, and you're back up again. There you go, that's all we're gonna do today because I wanna build on this. Thursday, I'm gonna go a little bit further because it's more advanced. But practice these exercises during the day. Even if you're walking past the board, you can go, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little thing and a little push. A little knee and a little push. Or I'm gonna go back and just do a couple of these motions in here so that you can again be in this position of moving. And if you feel good, you can just go, you know, I'm just gonna tap my knee on the ground and come back up again, and tap my knee on the ground and come back up again. And you'll be amazed at how strong. Only do a couple. Don't go in and say, I'm gonna do 30 of these because I feel good. Just do a couple because the body engages the strength without tiring it out. All right, so grab a quick drink of water. Last exercise we're gonna do. And you're gonna need a chair for this one. If you don't, you can do a squat, which is fine. So if you don't have a chair, just go back into this position and then step up. But if you have a chair, go ahead and grab it. We're into the last 2 minutes of class now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit on my chair here. All I'm gonna do is lean forward and touch the poles. Lean forward and touch the poles. Lean forward and touch the poles. Now, when you do this, I want you to feel the pressure on the ball of your feet. So as I lean forward, push your feet into the ground. Into the ground. And into the ground. Good. Now, next one we're gonna do, I want you to put your hands on your knees and just lean forward and begin to stand and sit down. So if I did this from the side, you'll see it. I'm just gonna go to here and then I come down. So I'm rolling onto my feet. I push my feet into the ground and I push my hands on my knees. So I'm here and I'm just going a little bit up. There you go. Little bit up. And little bit up. There you go, good. Now, what I want you to do here is put your feet against the back of the board so your toes are touching the back of the board. Now roll forward, grab the handles and roll forward and pull yourself up. So again, my toes are touching the back of the board. I'm gonna roll forward and I'm gonna reach forward, grab the poles and pull myself up. Now push your butt back and sit down slowly. There you go. Roll forward, pull yourself up, come and sit back. And last one, roll forward, grab the poles in one motion and pull yourself up. Now, come and sit back down. We're now gonna go to this point here. Put your hands on your knees, roll forward, push on your knees, grab the poles, and then step up on one. Now step back and come and sit back down again. Watch again, hands are on your knees. You roll, push on your knees, grab the poles, step up on one and sit back down again. So we're doing two things here. We're learning to get out of a chair and step up a step. We're gonna do it one more time. This time lead with your left foot. So I'm here, I roll, push. Now my left foot steps up and I come and sit back down. One more time on the left. Last exercise of the day. Are you ready? You're going to roll forward, push on your knees, grab the pole, step up with your left foot, right foot, and come and step back down again. And that's the end of the class today. Again, very, very simple, very specific. And I wanted to go over this. Oh, my water's fallen. Move this out of the way. I wanted to go over these exercises with pretty much a non-stop recovery. In other words, the exercises were simple, but going back to the basics. And I can really feel my calf muscles have worked, my quad muscles have worked. I can feel how the pressure points in my feet and my toes, because we start off with toes, are really engaged. So that's what I wanted to do today. So just go into a couple of butt kickers as we go back and just take this little cool down. They are good. Little butt kickers in here, just lifting that leg up. Now take your feet slightly apart and just turn the right foot. You'll notice I turn it to about a 45 degree and just push to the side. So I'm stretching the inside of my left groin. Good, bring your feet back. Turn your left foot about 45 degrees and just lean this way again. Stretch the inside of your leg, your quad. Good, come back, we're gonna do it again. Turn the right foot and slightly lean on the board. Touching the ground is good, it gives you that little bit of stability. Come back, turn the left foot forward and just have that little stretch. There you go, excellent. And come back to the middle. Now what I want you to do is take some steps backwards slightly and just bend forward. Hold on to the board and feel the stretch down the back of your legs. It was weird today not having music on. It's amazing the energy music brings. So I will incorporate it back in. But today, because we're going over detail, I want to be really focused just on that and not distracted by music or hear it or suddenly the music changes and I don't like it. There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is stand up, just roll your back. So if you look, my pelvis stays down, I'm just gonna roll my back over and then pull my shoulders back. So I'm here, I'm gonna roll my shoulders forward and then come back, let go and pull those shoulders back. Good, come forward, roll round the back, tuck the chin in. Come back, roll the shoulders and stand upright. Last two, round the shoulders. So I'm into this position here. Now bring them, stand up and pull those shoulders back. And last one, round the shoulders, round the back, begin to roll over, come back, pull the shoulders back, lift up through the center, pull the shoulders back so you have good posture, and we step there. Good. Take the right ankle, roll it around, just 4 times. Take the left ankle, roll it around 4 times. It's funny, this was my ankle that cracked, it feels great now. Push the board to the right, take your right ball of the foot, put it on the edge of the board, and feel the stretch in the calf muscle. Calf muscle, sorry. Just in case anyone from England's watching, it's a calf muscle. Good, change the other side. Put the ball of the foot on your left foot, on the left back side of the board, and push forward. There you go, good. And let's go one more time on the right. And just push onto that foot. And come back, left foot, ball of the foot on the edge of the board. And just push forward. I can really feel that stretch. It feels so good. And come back. Shake your hands out. Up and down. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Feel it loose. And again, the hands, shake the hands out. Bring it up, bring them down. Roll the shoulders. And give yourself a round of applause. That was not an easy workout. It was very, very specific. It's so specific. And again, nothing is easy in here. It takes focus, but it will feel more comfortable the fitter you get. I can feel that I'm sweating. One of the easiest, you can see my sweat. Look at that. I feel so good now. But think about this. It's not what's easy, it's what's doable. And the focus makes you work. So again, this is not the hardest workout we've ever done, but I'm still getting a great workout and feeling the body working. So as I go back through here, Just going to go back and say hi to everybody. Deborah, you're there. Good morning, Deborah. Diana, you're working. I think we said hi earlier. Betsy, professor's in the house. It's great to see you here, Betsy. Hope you're doing great. Vicky, you did the 3 10-minute sessions. It was great. I'm glad you liked it. We're going to start doing, I think on Thursdays, I'm going to start doing 10-minute segments of different things. I think it's so good to do, and I think people really enjoy that breakup as well. 10-minute work, rest, 10-minute work, rest. So the way that I'm structuring this for now is the Tuesday workouts are really educational, basic, informational. And then the Thursdays will be growth of a 10-minute easier, 10-minute intermediate, and 10-minute harder, probably incorporating the bands. Glad you enjoyed it. Hi, Betsy. Denise, great to see you here. Hope you were able to join in. But if you couldn't join in today, I hope you get the benefit of the board and keep working with us on that as well. Alan, nice to see you here, Alan. Hope this is working for you. And again, always appreciate everyone showing up. Judith, very interesting. Great to see you, Judith. Haven't seen you. Judith's a friend from a long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. So very interesting. Thanks for being here. And I hope you learned something today because it's so basic. I am going to be doing a workout as well. If you don't have a board, like you're traveling, you've been training on a board, what can I do if I'm staying in a hotel? What can I do if I'm staying in a bed and breakfast or any of the things that I can't take my board with me? So I'm just going to do some maintenance exercise. I think you'll find really interesting. Not as tough as being on the board, but certainly it will keep the work that you've been doing engaged until you get back to the board. And then I've got that new invention that I'm really excited about coming as well that will be able to pack in your bag and take with you. Debbie, great to see you. Autumn, good workout for you. Thanks so much. I'm glad it works. Deborah, same with you as well. PJ, your husband's PT is ordering a unit. That's fantastic. Thanks so much. Listen, anytime a physical therapy office, and they're the experts, right? I'm not a physical therapist. I never step on anyone's toes that's an expert in what they're doing, but I know the board so well, and I've worked with physical therapists. I've worked in physical therapy offices doing demonstrations and taking patients for them and training them, and they're always amazed. So if any PT out there would like to talk with me, I'm open to talk with them as well, because I want them to understand the full value of the board, and they're experts at what they do, and I'm glad that we can assist them. So if anybody would like to have me reach out to their doctor or their PT, I'm here to talk with them. Jim, thanks for showing up, Jim. I know it's towards the end of the class, so hopefully you can come back and work on this later. But thanks for showing up and being part of the group. Chad, great workout for you the last 2 days. The driving exercise have really helped. Thanks very much. Tired from today. That's a good thing. That's great. Thanks so much, Chad. Again, sometimes when we get to a certain level, we think that those basic, simple workouts, we're above them. We're never above that. I look at sprinters when they go out and train. I look at marathon runners when they go out and train, or people in the gym, weight training. You always go back to the basics, and it's critical. And sometimes just doing the simple things, you don't realize how tough they really are and how much they really challenge you. So I'm really glad to see you back, Chad, and I'm glad it was a good workout for you. There you go, Jen. It was great. Now you're ready for Thursday. Oh, put the pressure on me, why don't you? That's great. Well, it's going to be a tougher workout on Thursday, but thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Carol, the pressure points workout was excellent for your fibromyalgia. Thanks so much. I'm glad it worked. And again, go back and do these, or write them down and remember them, and do them during the day. Even stopping and doing an exercise for a minute on your way to something else. It's amazing how that gets the body to kick in and refresh so much quicker. And those little 1 minute moments build up into so much success over time. Really glad it helped. Betsy, you like the step-by-step good teaching techniques. Thanks, Professor. It's great if I'm teaching well and I get your recommendations or approval, then that feels great as well. Thanks so much. And Jim, I saw you up here, I think a little bit earlier, Jim. There you go. Thanks so much for appreciating the program. I tell people, people go, why am I spending so much money on a piece of plastic? First off, it's not a piece of plastic, and it actually personally hurts because we spent so much time. I spent so much time developing this board, making sure that it's super strong, making sure that it works. But ultimately, it's the program, because a board is just a board. But with over 300 different exercises and continuing to create more all the time, it's incredible what we are able to do. And again, it's the program that makes the difference. So thank you so much, Jim, for recognizing that. Anyway, that's the end of the workout. We're over an hour in. It will be posted up on YouTube. It will also be posted right now back onto the Facebook page. And have a beautiful rest of the week. Remember, Kathy is here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Kathy is, as you know, is amazing. So she'll be back with her program tomorrow. Excited to see her. I'm back Thursday. And Friday, I might do a live introduction with getting our new trainer, Debbie, on board. I'm not going to say Debbie's last name, because if you research her, you'll find out she's very, very well known in the fitness industry. She's a celebrity. But the reason she's a celebrity is because she's so good at helping people. And that's why we wanted to bring her in and be part for you guys to get all the benefits and realize how strong our family is growing. So have a beautiful rest of the day. Craig, great workout. To go up on your toes, you have to squat down and push knees forward. That's great. Eventually you won't have to do that. Eventually you're going to get stronger, but the fact that you're doing it, you're finding a way to do it, is admirable. It shows your character and you will get the benefits. And the fact that you're even able to do it and get up on your toes is a great accomplishment. So keep it going. Don't back off. Proud of you, proud of all of you. Sending my love and have a great rest of the week. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.